We believe in being lifeists in Uganda and in the rest of the continent, but we grab life like that.
Checkmate! She won! She won!
Phiona's won!
Stories like this haven't largely been made by studios. I mean, I think anyone who's paying attention will see that that's the case. But also, for me, being of African descent, it was the nature of the story, the nature of who was getting to direct the story, who are the protagonists of the story. You know, a young Ugandan girl, as opposed to someone from without, someone from within, and someone who, you know, arguably is marginalized because of their gender from within. So them being the one who's the center of the story, everything about it just was, yes, 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 we want this story. So, and that's why, you know, I commend Disney for being the ones who are doing it.
Do not be quick to tip your king, Phiona. You must never surrender.
You know, I've lived in Uganda. Kampala is my home, and I've given birth there, planted gardens there, had a school there, and constantly about like looking for local stories, because Africa, in all its joy and in dignity, has to be actually made by Africans, and there's very little that one sees in any world screen that really reflects what it's like to live where I live.
Let's do it again, one more time, and action!
When Tendo Nagenda, a young Disney executive, also from Uganda, told me the story of Phiona Mutesi, this young girl who lived 15 minutes from my home in the worst slum of Katwe, who was one day taught to play chess with the used bottle caps and then became a prodigy, I immediately was riveted, because I'm always actually deeply inspired by people, by situations, how we make something out of what is apparently nothing.
In chess, the small one can become the big one.
It's a story of genius really being everywhere, but genius being everywhere not in a kind of drippy, goody two-shoes kind of way, but in a way that was full of struggle and humor and style, and this whole base of, you know, wanting to be educated no matter what.
Use your minds.
But you fall to pieces when your eyes met mine.
And you will all find safety.
When I got to Uganda, one of the first things I did was go and visit Harriet in the house that Phiona built her. And I sat with her for a few hours and just asked her questions, just getting to know her and how she got to be where she is, how she raised Phiona and her other children. And it was so vital to have that as my foundation as I went on to create the character for the screen. And she is a very sturdy woman, and her eyes just speak of so much wisdom, you know, and also has a great sense of humor as well. And that's the thing I love about the script and the story we're telling, you know, it's complex, it's layered, it's life.
Are you my daughter?
Yes, Mom, I am.
We found Medina thanks to my fantastic old friend Dinaz Stafford, who's a casting director. Naz and my son Zoran came upon a rehearsal and filmed her just as like after I had seen about 700 girls. They came home with this little riveting image of Medina dancing, sort of bathed in sweat but completely magnetic. Then she had to learn how to play chess. Even though English is widely spoken, thinking in English versus thinking in Luganda, it's a difference. And so we took a few weeks before I could confirm her as Phiona, but I wished and hoped she would be, because she is, you could tell she is just a movie star.